Hi there, once again on the lab. Today we have two clusters. Okay, you're gonna be work with the multi-cluster mesh. One thing I'm gonna do right now, I just export a couple of MVVars. I'm gonna install Qubit context. Reinstall it. Now I'm gonna just install the Kpt. If you don't know what KPT is, pronounce Kpt like the is a OSS tool for building declarative workflows on top of research configuration. Like it's a customize way to customize a couple of things. Now what we do, let's get into this cluster. Now I can execute kubectl commands. Let's give it a refresh here. Alright, that's expected. Now I'm gonna run this command. Checking the clusters, check the command, I just run it. Cluster is ready. Now I'm going to export an MVVar. Let's create a file rule. Following the TCP. Created the firewall. Copying the kubectl. Here's my context. Now I can switch Okay, let's run this command remote. So I switch the context to remote. Let's get all the nodes. Expect to have the master. Okay. Let's run another command. I'm going to export a remote admin SA. It's key, I'm gonna keep it somewhere else. I'll save that. All right. Refresh. You see here, you're gonna have a login. In that case, token. You see different approach of doing that. You see now it's Grim. Let's go over. Well, I'm going to install the Anthos. Configure for Anthos. Since Anthos is a resource over here, but I have to install it on the cluster. Istio ASM. Let's get into Istio. ASM, Anthos Service Mesh. Now I'm gonna run a couple of commands. I have here selected central, namespace, secret. Okay. Now we're going to do that on the other. We switch it to the remote one. Both of them have Istio, right? From the context I can do that. So right here, let's configure Anthos Service Mesh. We're gonna curve. We have this gcloud outprint access token, okay, as our bear. This mesh config to initialize stuff. Yeah, done. What's the name of this cluster? So kubectl context central. Cape we installed it before. ASM Citadel. Branch, whatever. Now I'm gonna run a couple of other commands with that. Set ASM. It's unrecognized the cape to its should be fine. Now I'm going to create a tracing YAML file. For the stick driver. And we are going to install istio install. So installing the stuff. It doesn't find my directory. Wait, I maybe made a mistake. Well, I create a certificate on both. Check this thing because something ran wrong right here. Okay. It's trying to find. I'm gonna open the editor. Let's check where they have the manifest. You're looking for examples. Multi-cluster. Yeah, value is this multi-cluster that we tried to install and didn't find it. Gateways.yaml. Yeah, that's the file we're trying to run and didn't work out. It's trying to ignore me the fact I've caped. I can try it and reinstall that again. Let's see if it's going to complain or not. I'm running again the caped. So it should work with the commands I ran it. Shall we run all again? Let's see, I have ls here. I should have tracing here. Yeah, I have. All these commands with caped should work. I'll recognize CFG. This is not recognized. That's gonna be failing. Let's go over. This should work. The ins to install. ASM cluster operator. It doesn't have that. ASM. Yeah, it doesn't have that file. That's the wrong version of this Istio ASM. So you have to remove that. I guess the Istio operator is another folder. Not samples, manifest none. Operator, used to manifest deploy. That doesn't. Okay, now I has to work. At least I show how to switch contacts of two clusters. One type GK, the other type you can see it as external. Where did I have to look the total memory? Much more than the other. It's just fast to install. Installing all the add-ons, which are these things here. Kiali, Grafana, Prometheus, Zipkin, Jaeger. Here we go. Let's install the canonical. Doesn't have that on my controller. That's the version of it. Let me check where I have this. ASM. ASM doesn't have anything. Okay, we go over. I'm gonna apply this timeout. I'm going to I want to download the not issue the let's get into trade. Let's install on the remote. Switch it to the remote. Install on the central, and now I just switch to remote. Pretty simple. And I will show that file. That's manifest. Multi-cluster. Gateways. Pod, DNS, third namespaces. Cluster, control plane security. You of course know the difference of data plane and control plane. Is to egress gateway. Okay. Takes a few minutes now. Once they upgrade something on GKE and the other comment like the CAPT didn't work for custom YAMLs, etc. OSS. So everything you did a couple of months doesn't work, so you have to change those things. So the important thing is to see this guy here. Multi-cluster. Hello, where we are on the remote, so we can get to central, and let's get the namespaces. So I do the same for the remote, get into remote, switching the context. And also, let's get PO, and also for remote, switching one to the other. Let's go to the central and get the CRDs 25. I guess I have 25 for the remote as the same. Perfect. You can check the ESTU version. Switch to central. 1.6.asm. Golan version. Yep. You see his 6B4. In case, let's switch to the central and we're going to create a config map. Check with this describe.create this subdomain and so it would be an MVVAR once you deploy. And we do the thing for the remote, which is a little bit different. Look this, what the one or the other. Okay, we'll double check that. So we create two config maps. Let's create the DNS. Here we go. That's our subdomain. Sorry. Here, configure the DNS if you are understanding. Okay, they add the config map, etc. Look what I did, Kate. Good, very good. 2.6.53. You switch from the constant run command under the other guy. Now we are going to base dir. You know that this exists. If I do an echo that's not these. It's Zavard already belongs to the project. It's dev shell I don't remember exactly. Let's clone a REPL. Okay, let's get into this. Let's export those MVVARs with the mark ingress gateway. Now we do this for the central. Prepare, export, creating two namespaces. So we're deploying and we switch the context to remote. Create a couple of services. Perfect. I will provide all the commands in my REPL because otherwise the video will be too long. We get to central. workloads. So it's getting the green, all of that. Okay. Let's see the services. You see you have two namespaces. Perfect. What we were running right now, central and get all the things I have on the central. And now I do the same for the remote. Let's get the gateway. I have the online ingress gateway, which belongs to Istio. Okay. Also, let's get for the virtual services. So we have a front-end gateway. Now we're gonna get the virtual service IP address. Here we go. That's our external IP. Export. Now I'm going to inspect the front end. All the servers I have on the front end. This is the deployment of front end. And I'm going to check the checkout service. Also, I'm going to inspect that. Okay, let's check the service entries now. I have those service entries on the central. Let's see on the remote. Right here, like get the service and checkout service, and let's get the spec and the points of that. So maybe it has to provide an IP address, not like that. Gonna have to provide me IP address. Mistaken, so here we go. All right. Leave it right there. Don't expect any response of that IP address. I'm going to apply all the things. All the things we have. Right now, I'm planning to delete the service and resource that point to the remote cluster. Y has done. Let me run the command. I'm deleting all the service entry of the remote cluster. If I come in here, and I can delete all the servers of the remote, also dash add this namespace. So let's click here. So if we go to Kubernetes and workloads, we expect to have, look, it's going to 0. So if we refresh that, what we did, we delete the hipster1 namespace. That's what I did. Easy to work with the contacts and namespaces. Now get into the namespace hipster2, get deploy the front end stuff. I'm gonna get the details of it. You see any difference on the hipster, the checkout servicing? So if I run this now, if you understand, what resources should I have or should not be found? Yes, not found. That if you understood what I did, the PO should not be found. Perfect. Let's export a shell IP address. Echo. $34, $79, $85.99. It's something of the firewall. Let's use the IP for the firewall. We cannot. Already exists. We already had a firewall for that. So you see how I switched one cluster to the other, and easily installing one and the other, and also with multiple namespaces, etc. This is a multi-cluster with the application, which is a service mesh. So you have two clusters, which one is the type GK, the other is external. That's everything I would like to share, and see you in the next video. It's a very complicated argument. I don't know if I explained it more or less correctly. The context is idea, but at least we could execute a couple of nice commands and the way to work with that. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video, and let's see the typology over here. It's still running. Takes a close. Fail it. There's no security. Let's see, migrate to containers. Well, I should have some stuff here under. We don't have any traffic in any other version, so okay. If I click here, healthy. If I get back, I click here, I click on topology, I should see the structure of the servicing. Bye bye.